Hello. It's a good day to die. But today, it's a good day. I am Professor Helmet, saying that everything you learn is inside your helmet. And all you need to do is analyze, criticize, synthesize, generalize, and everything that you learn makes all sense. Today's session, we will discuss the common issues about the math subject that students are telling that every lessons in the math is not useful. There are many math lessons that are not useful in life. But now, we will try to integrate math problems or math topics into real life situations and reflections. But before you hit the like button and subscribe, if there is anything there, you hit it and hit everything that you like. Because the more you hit, the more you love. So, we will discuss about the Cartesian plane and the four quadrants into real life situation or real life scenario and reflection. Now, are you ready? Because I'm not yet ready. So, ready, is it, go! First, we start by this very easy and common symbol that we use in our academics class. We call this as the period. The period. The symbol of period. Period are usually during 28 days every month. Period. In science. But in math, period is called origin. The origin is the terminology for the period. But in science, period is on the 28 days. I don't want to talk again, some joke. Okay. Now, we say that every life are composed of many dots. This is a dot. That is a dot. And this is the origin. And this is where everything started from. Now, the dot emphasizes the starting of what we call the line that separates the sky and the sea. And it's called the horizon. And horizon is a horizontal line. This is a perfect line that separates the sky and the sea. The horizontal line emphasizes our life. Our life where we make everything right. So we go to the right side. If we make everything right, therefore, it is a positive thing. So everything that goes right is positive. But when the opposite of doing the right thing is doing the wrong thing, and if you are always doing the wrong thing, therefore there is no growth in you. You are left behind. Your classmates and your friends were learning while you are left behind. And if you are left behind, you are doing negative things in life. Negative. Again, if you are doing the right thing, you are doing the positive thing. And if you are doing the wrong thing and you are left behind by your other classmates, you are doing the negative thing. These are the lines in our life. The next thing is it separates the two, because life is common when you do the right and the left thing. But it is a very important thing that you are aware what are the wrong things and the right things. You can separate them by having the vertical line of our life. The vertical line is our self-conscious that separates the negative things and the positive things. And then, when it coincides with our horizontal line, it becomes the fourth quadrant of life. Let me explain to you the fourth quadrant of life. The first quadrant in your life is the part of your life where you are doing everything right. You think it is right and you do it right. Like listening to the advice of your parents. Your parents tell you right things and you also do what your parents do, and it is a right thing. Therefore, everything you do here is positive. This is the first quadrant of our life. But then, the next quadrant of our life is where started during, usually in our puberty age, from ages 12 and above. This is where your life, you knew what is negative side of your life, but you still choose to do the negative over the positive thing. You knew there is positive, but then you choose to do the negative thing. That is where you start learning and you proceed to the third quadrant of your life. The third quadrant of our life is where the most thrilling or most twisting part of our life. It is where all your decisions are negative, wrong. Everything you do is wrong. You find fault in everything that you do. It is where you think negative and you do negative. That is most thrilling part of our life, third quadrant. But because of the third quadrant, we make the most beautiful, which is the most beautiful part of our life, which is in the fourth quadrant. The fourth quadrant in our life is when we come to the realization, knowing the bad things around you, and you always do the positive thing over the negative thing, and it makes you a better you. And that is self-realization about the topic fourth quadrant and partition things in our real life situation. Thank you very much for viewing this video. I hope you got something and you learned something. And before I end this topic, let me share to you a very important saying of a friend of mine. Study hard because love is blind. This is Professor Helmet saying, Everything that you learn is inside your helmet. Thank you.